So we're gonna spray iron today, and we're gonna spray about, I think I'm like 6,000 square feet. So it's 1,000 square foot per gallon of water, and it's 6 ounces per gallon. Now you could do this every 2 weeks. It's not an issue. Chelated iron doesn't last very long anyway. So right now I'm showing a little bit of signs on my lawn. It's showing a little bit of signs of yellowing. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely yellowing. And so we're gonna shoot it with a little chelated iron. I know that I have some rain coming, so it'll soak in. I think we're gonna have some good results. So I'm not gonna show you the results. I'm just gonna show you the mixing and the spraying for now, and then I'll show you the results in a photo. It'll actually come up in a few days. It'll be a lot greener. There's a lot of things you could do to make a lawn green. Nitrogen makes a lawn green because it grows like crazy. I like chelated iron because it doesn't grow so fast. So my technique is going to be to stunt the growth. I'm going to do inhibitor soon, and I'm going to try to drive the roots down, and also use iron to try to keep it green up top. So let's start with the iron. Right now we're cut fresh. It's going to be a little bit warm. I need to get it to the point where it's green and it's acceptable for me. You'll see the stripes are beautiful. The ryegrass is insane. A lot of times you'll have bluegrass, ryegrass, but I have a mixture. So when I show you the mixture on the lawn, it turns a little bit yellow because bluegrass is a little darker from what I see. Now I have fireball ryegrass. It should be really green. I'm not sure how good it took this year. I do know that it grew somewhat, because if I lift up my sprinkles, you can see on the top of my sprinkles it's growing on the head, and I'll show you a picture of it. I'll fire it up later after I'm done spraying the iron, and I'll show you the actual seed is growing on top of the sprinkler head. So I know that the ryegrass definitely took a little bit, but I'm not really 100% sure how much it took. Now it shows really good striping, so I'm assuming that there's a lot of ryegrass in here. I'm just starting to see the yellowing. That's one of the downfalls of ryegrass, I think, is the stress. You water it too much, you get fungus. A little bit too much heat, it turns a little bit yellow. So bluegrass is really good. I have bluegrass in there quite a bit actually, but the ryegrass in the winter is just insanely good. So I use a mix. I kind of went that route. We'll see how it goes throughout the year. Let me show you how I mix it. So this is the chelated iron. I'll show you up top, and I'll have it linked in the bottom. We use surfactant so it sticks on the leaf. So the funny thing is when you put a granular down, the granular works from the bottom up. When you use a liquid, it goes on the blade, and it seems to work a little better. So when I go with iron, yes, I do use granule once in a while, but I like to use liquid. Liquid works a lot better for instant results. You'll be better off using liquid for sure. And I think you'll like the results, and the striping is insane. Check it out. So we're gonna show you some of the yellowing too. I mean, my lawn's not always perfect, right? We shoot to do the best we can. It's not perfect. In fact, it probably looks better on camera than it does live. But I striped it, and let me show you. Right, so the thing is it always looks good on camera. I could see that it's stressing out. That's how I decide when to put down some iron and some nitrogen. You could do, last year, right before the winter, I did what they call a nitrogen blitz, and I kept nitrogen, and mowing. This year, we're gonna try to stunt the growth, drive the width of the grass, and put in iron to keep it green. And we're gonna see what our results are. I'm hoping for really good results this year. So I already have this open, and we're gonna go up to 30 ounces. Let me show you. I'll put it right here. You're gonna see me pouring it. 30 ounces. Let's see. So we got 28, 32 right there, right? So right between. All right. Pretty potent. There you go. That should be good. Usually at this point, I usually mix in a little bit of surfactant. Surfactant just makes it stick to the leaf, so you don't have to get too crazy. Put a little in there, and we're good to go. Do not, and I repeat, do not spill this on your concrete or spray it on your concrete. It will rust. I'm gonna pour this, wish me luck. If this spills, I'm in trouble. Looks good in there. Now we know that I'm doing it for 5,000 square feet, so we're gonna do 5 gallons. And Ryobi, we found out, doesn't mix 100% right? We said this in one of the videos, the gallon marks on here, if you measure it, they're not accurate. So we're gonna fill it to the top. It's gonna be a little more potent, but I'm gonna walk a little faster, and it should work fine. I wouldn't put this on plants. I've tried it on plants, and I've burnt plants. It's not really worth it. Just put it on the lawn. If you've had good luck with plants, put it in the comments also, and tell me what I'm doing wrong, but it always seems like I burn my plants every time I spray something. The lawn never burns, but the plants always burn. Lawn turns green, plants turn white, and I'm not sure why. So help me out and put it in the comments, and I'd appreciate it. Another little tech tip is do not spray it on the back of the backpack, or you're going to have a wet back, and it's going to be very uncomfortable carrying this. Now if you realize, you know, this is a lot of gallons of water, right? 8 pounds per gallon gets pretty heavy. So we're going to put the cover on, and we're going to try to get this done quick. I'm not even going to put the screen back on. I don't need it. I'm going to put this on. This is one of the other problems with the Ryobi. It doesn't fit nice. They would have put a lead on it. All right, that went on nice. This is very important that you get even coverage, because if you don't, it's going to be green in some spots and skip and yellow. The lawn's really stressed right now, so I'm trying to get a nice even coat. If you notice, I walk at an even pace and I leave it at knee height. Works out pretty good. Don't spray this on the concrete, it will stain it. So what I do is I start like this, I get it on the edge, and I go. I'm kind of lucky because I have stripes on my lawn. Later I'm going to run down the stripes so I get a nice even coat. So tip and go, tip and go. See? Tip, don't get it on the concrete, and keep going. Tip it so you don't get it on the concrete, and keep spraying. See how you're getting a little bit on there? I did that just to show you. Go in, don't spray on the concrete. Nice even coats. Have it up knee height, see the knee height, and walk. Perfect. Now this is the original tip that came with the Ryobi, and it works pretty good. So you just gotta adjust your tip. Take 1,000 square feet, put water in it, a gallon of water, and try to walk it out and get your speed right, so you know what speed you're walking at. I found that the Ryobi at half the setting, half speed setting, works pretty good at a good pace, at a good walk. Ready? See? So I'm getting about 40 inches, maybe a little bit of overlap, but it works perfect. And I just walk it out and get it going. Same speed all the time. So with the Ryobi, as you hear the pump keep going, even when you're not pulling the trigger, you know it's getting low. It's got a good warning system. So I'm getting kind of low, and I'm almost done. See where I'm going? Yeah. This is the Ryobi that I repaired in one of my videos. It seems to be working fine. The hose works great. Tilt, when you're on the concrete. Tilt a little. Walk at a good speed. A little slower here because it looks terrible. The lawn's dying. And there you go. Now I know the Ryobi is almost empty, because if I move around a little, it keeps trying to pump. That means it's empty. So I don't have to see behind me to know that it worked. I want to show you something. See the lawn? I don't know if it does it justice, but that's the lawn. Looks pretty good. So I did a double mixture on the front, hit it really hard. I did probably 2,000 square feet with 4,000 square feet worth of iron. It won't get too dark. I'll water it in real heavy. I want to thank everybody for joining, and thank you very much. And if you haven't joined yet, please do me a favor and subscribe and hit the like button. And Joanna and I really appreciate everybody, and I want to thank everybody. It's incredible. I'll keep putting out videos and show you what I do. I'm not always going to be 100% right. I want you to put it in the comments. I don't mind. You know, homeowners have a hard time. There's a lot of different aspects of this. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks a lot. And we're going to see you in the next video. I want to thank everybody for all the support in the comments, and thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.